How does Copilot ensure the privacy of user data accessing Copilot? Entry points. The diagram shows that users can access Copilot through various ways. Web browsers. Copilot can be accessed directly on copilot.microsoft.com and bing.com using any modern desktop or mobile browser. Microsoft Edge. Copilot can be integrated within Microsoft Edge. Windows. Copilot functionality can also be accessed within the Windows operating system. User authentication. Microsoft Entra ID. The diagram highlights that users sign into Copilot using their Microsoft Entra ID. This ID authenticates the user and verifies their eligibility to use Copilot. Chat session data. Encryption at rest. The diagram indicates that when users interact with Copilot, their chat sessions are briefly stored to ensure a smooth conversation flow. This data is encrypted at rest using ES-128 for security purposes. Data discarding. The diagram shows that once the chat session ends, prompts and responses are discarded. Data encryption in transit. TLS 1.2 or higher. The diagram emphasizes that all data exchanged between users and Copilot is encrypted in transit using TLS 1.2 or higher to ensure confidentiality. Copilot and large language models, LLMs. Multiple LLMs. The diagram reveals that Copilot leverages multiple large language models, LLMs, including GPT-4 and DALL-E3. Private Azure instance. These LLMs are all run in a private Azure OpenAI instance, isolated from Microsoft 365 and inaccessible to OpenAI itself. Orchestrator function. Communication coordination. The diagram depicts the orchestrator as playing a central role in coordinating communication between users and LLMs. Prompts and responses. It prompts the LLMs with user queries and receives their responses. Search queries. It triggers search queries to find relevant information from the Bing search index. Bing search index. Data grounding. The Bing search index is used to ground prompts and responses in the latest data. Copilot uses this data to provide users with the most up-to-date information. Citations for credibility. Source attribution. The diagram illustrates that Copilot incorporates citations within its responses to attribute information to credible sources. This enhances the trustworthiness of the information provided. Data location and processing. Global data centers. It's important to note that Copilot operates in global data centers outside of Microsoft 365. Data processing location. While user data is encrypted in transit, some data processing might occur in the United States. Limited Microsoft 365 graph data access. Restricted access. The diagram clarifies that Copilot has restricted access to data within the Microsoft 365 graph. Data sharing methods. Users can only share data with Copilot explicitly by copying it into a chat or using Copilot in Edge to read data from open browser tabs, subject to Microsoft Edge policy controls. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.